Well, Detroit is known for being the home of the automotive industry. Our sports, our teams, our culture, it's all such a large part of what we do here. And clubs are a part of that culture too. And today we're going to take a look at how some of those clubs came to be, and they came to draw the biggest names in sports, movies, music, and politics. We're joined today by Nino Cutraro and R.J. King, and they're going to talk about the release of this book, Taboo, and how that came to be. Welcome to Celebrate Michigan, the show produced on the campus of Madonna University. I'm Chris Benson, and I'm delighted to have you here today and to learn more about a little bit of the history of clubs in Detroit.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. So tell me, how did this partnership come to be?
Well, first of all, how the book came to be was my kids. I have two kids, and actually I have grandkids. And my daughter asked me, said, "Dad, every place that we go, everybody knows you." Since I've been around, since forever, since in 1977, it was my first club. And he said, "You should write a book, and so see all the events and everything you have, because we have boxes and boxes of newspaper article at home and pictures." So that's how it come about. And then, I think I called you.
Yeah, you called me, and I came out to Bella Piatti in downtown Birmingham, your restaurant, and you and your wife Elizabeth and I had a nice dinner and went through the prospects of putting a book together, and here we are today.
Wow. And talk us through what's included in Taboo.
So Taboo, it was one of the club. I used to have it. Second one, actually. And it was in warehouse district. At that time in 1984, there was not much there. There was the Rhinoceros, the Soup Kitchen, Rivertown Cafe. And, I saw this big building, 10,000 square feet with nothing in it, very mysterious, very dark. And I like the space. I can see, the dance floor, the lighting, and the bars. So I named it Taboo because that was so mysterious.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you are a very accomplished person. I understand you're from Sicily and have come to start all these different businesses. Tell us a little bit about how you came to all of these wonderful.
Yeah, I was born in Sicily, and at the age of 14, since there's not much going on there, and I decided to leave Sicily, my own little village, 12,000 people called Gran Michele, and I went to Rome. So and I live in Rome between 14 and 22 years old. And at 22, I came to the United States to visit family and friends, because my parents, they were living in Switzerland, not because they had money, because they was immigrant. And they came here in 1974 with my brother, and I had everybody, my grandparents here. So I was the only one actually left in Italy, so I came to visit. Was September 1st, and then I was going to leave it by the beginning of October.
And you're still here, and now you've started all these different businesses, including nightclubs, which became such a popular draw in Detroit and across the United States, of course. What is it about the nightclubs that got you interested in that?
I mean, why not? I mean, what's better than a nightclub? Well, I always, since I was a kid, I had the dream to be a musician, movie stars, but I can't sing, I can't play, and I'm a terrible actor. I've been in a couple of movies, so I think this is the closest thing to be one of them. So I start to, we opened a club with the help of a relative of mine in 1977 called La Notte, and I just, I don't know nothing about clubs or anything. So I did a lot of study. I went to New York, see a lot of places, Studio 54.
Famous.
I spent, you know, I think I memorized everything about Studio 54, and I try to make it myself. And I always say I'm not that smart to create a new thing, but I can copy and make it my own.
And you did, and over and over again, and right here in the Detroit area. Talk about the establishments here in Detroit and your memories of them, and.
Oh, that's, you know, like I said, I've been in Detroit, you know, since '75, and I never left. Yeah, I would have been associated with incredible people, actors, musicians, just regular people, from, you know, Ronald Reagan to President Gore. That he wasn't have he was having a party at Intermezzo that time I own, and the doctor, I guess they have a pin each place around, if a guy around him, and this guy lost the pin. So it was like a breach of security. Everybody was in arm in arm. It was so, you know, they were crazy. We had people everywhere, and nobody can come next to Gore except me, you know. And so that was an event, you know, I see, you know, the Secret Service, you know, throughout. And, you know, many events with musicians, like Intermezzo too. We had Prince come over one day with the wife, and a couple of minutes later, Stevie Wonder, and they just show up there, and they both decide to, they asked me if I can take the band, I had a little band, out of the stage, and they want to jam, you know. And I say, yes.
You don't say no to Prince.
No, I know. So, and at that time there was no, you know, no FaceTime or nothing. So, but in 10 minutes there was, you know, 300 people outside.
Oh my gosh. Incredible.
That was incredible. Yes.
Well, and one of my favorite artists, of course, you mentioned Prince, is right on the cover. So when I saw that, I said, I have to look at this book. We have to take a quick break right now, but when we come back, we'll talk more about how Detroit's nightclubs came to be. You'll learn more about it. Stay tuned.
Oops. Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy.
Works every time.
Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Learning how to kickflip 6 stairs takes determination. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back to Celebrate Michigan. I'm Chris Benson, and again, I'm here with RJ King and Nino Cutraro, and we're taking in and talking a little bit about Taboo and the Detroit nightclub scene. I understand that there's some local celebrities in here, like Devin Scillian, and some famous people, Michael Bay. So tell us about how they came to be involved with this book.
We'll start with Devin Scillian. We've been friends with Devin since he came in the city. I think I was next to him when he had the first interview.
Oh, really?
It was at the Intermezzo. So we've been friends forever. We hang out together, go vacation together. So it's, you said, you mind if I do a little introduction of the book? I mean, obviously, we asked RJ first if it was okay. So obviously he said yes. And that's how, he wrote the first introduction and said, Gospel according to Nino.
Oh, how funny.
So I basically say 10 things that I believe in life, the way I conduct my life, That was a lot of fun to do it.
Oh, awesome. And Michael Bay, too?
No, Michael Bay, we're very good friends. I met him when he came in town to shoot Transformer 4. And, we become instant friends. Came to my house for dinner many times. Matter of fact, there's a picture with all my family and him and Mark Wahlberg eating at my house. We spent probably 7 years in a row, Christmas Eve together.
Oh, how nice.
In Miami with just him, me, my wife, and my 2 kids. Obviously, he asked me to be on the movie Transformer 4. I was in their movie.
Oh, wow.
And but they came a couple days before the movie come out. But I had a really nice part with Stanley Tucci.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a speaking part. It was just me and him. We just speak in Italian, and so it was a lot of fun. So we've been friends. We still actually, I just talked to him last week. I was in Miami, and we still get in touch with each other.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And RJ, what was your process for writing the book? I mean, how much research was involved? How did that process flow?
Well, like for any book, you start at the beginning. What I like to do is put the chapters in first, and so this was the life story of Nino, and he really didn't have anything written down, so it just required every Monday I would come see him for an hour and 15 minutes, and we would start from the very beginning, and then during the week I would do the research and get caught up so that I had everything written. We'd review it the next time, and then off we go with the new questions. And Nino, from Lenote on the Far East Side to Taboo, which was on Woodbridge between the Rensen and the Strobe River Place, very close to the river, the Metropolitan Music Cafes, the Intermezzo, the stars that came. Again, you didn't have internet.
Yeah.
And so people went out and they wanted to be seen and be seen. And they typically dressed to the nines in those days. So the older pictures from Taboo, you'll see the men in 3-piece suits and ties, and the women are just dressed amazingly. And during the winter, fur coats and all those types of things. And Taboo was so successful that lines would form, and not everybody could get in, and that was a big sign of success. And I think one thing Nino said that always struck me was, in those days, you never, ever wanted to run out of champagne.
Probably good advice for life, right?
Yeah. Well, just some innovative things that he did to attract, first the ladies to his show, and that would end at like 9 o'clock, and then all the guys would be hanging out trying to get in.
Sure.
And so it's like these 2 waves of business that he would do for quite some time. So it was, he's got this magical touch when it comes to the entertainment industry.
Sure. Well, and we have some pictures that I'd love for you to tell us about. Okay. We're going to see them on the screen here, and tell us what we're looking at. Oh, look at that.
Oh, well. So that was it. Detroit Monthly. They named him the best dresser man, you know, that year. I can't remember what year it was, 85, 86, you know. That was snakeskin jacket.
Wow.
And ostrich shoes.
Oh my gosh. Clearly, I can see why they named you best dressed.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very nice look.
That's the story about that picture. So Iggy Pop.
Oh, wow.
This was a Metro Music Cafe. So Iggy Pop did a regular release party, and it was a private. And David Bowie showed up. I was on the front door.
Oh my gosh.
And I asked me, I said, sorry, did you have an invitation? I said, I don't know who it was. And the door guy said, that's Iggy Pop. I mean, that's David Bowie. Oh, I'm sorry. So,
so you had heard of David Bowie? You just
yeah, no,
didn't
I heard David
recognize
Bowie,
him.
but I didn't put the face.
Sure.
You know. So, but
Sure.
and then I asked him to take a picture. I said, I don't know, he's probably gonna say no because he didn't look that happy when I asked him if he had an invitation. So.
My gosh. Well, they look happy there.
Yeah, no, they were happy. They were a good friend. So.
What a night.
Yeah.
So have you ever been starstruck by a guest?
You know, yes. The only one really that I was a little starstruck was Pavarotti, Luciano Pavarotti.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So we, you know, during the intermezzo, we'd cook the food for him in his hotel at the Tenenium. And, you know, I was invited to the room and, talked to him. He's an Italian guy and, you know, well known, and, you know, everybody knows who is
Sure.
Pavarotti in Italy. So I was a little bit struck, you know, by, you know, how his look, you know, what he was saying, you know. But just for a few minutes, that's it.
Sure.
Demo was, you know, everybody's the same. Everybody walk the same, talk the same, but we eat the same, so we're the same people. But that was a lot of fun. Him and Francis Coppola.
Oh,
Yes.
for good reason.
Yes, Francis Coppola, we had a lot of fun. He came over at Bella Piatti, and you know, we just start talking to each other. Actually, at the end of the night, we were singing Italian songs.
Oh my gosh. Well, I can't believe it's time for another break, but stay tuned because I have a feeling you're going to hear some more stories in the next segment. We're going to talk about the book Taboo. Stay tuned.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Maria, so how's work?
It was fourth period biology. Our students just weren't getting how easily viruses spread. So Miss Bell and I had them role play a zombie virus outbreak. By the time they had all learned the lesson, all the living were dead. Hey, how's your job going?
That big sales meeting I planned? Next year. I might get to go.
Cool.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans. These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
So, are you going out tonight?
I can't. My parents say I have to be home right after work.
That's so gay.
Totally gay.
Ugh, that is so Emma and Julia. Why are you saying that's so Emma and Julia? Well, you know, when something is dumb or stupid, you say that's so Emma and Julia.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Imagine if who you are were used as an insult. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Welcome back to Celebrate Michigan. I'm Chris Benson, and again, we're in the studio here today with RJ King and Nino Cutraro. We're talking about the book Taboo, and it's a bit about the history of Nino's life. It's a bit about how that weaves in with the club history here in Detroit. And I understand the proceeds from this book are going to a very special cause. So could you both talk about that?
Yes, 100% of the proceeds will go to Variety, who is an organization for underprivileged kids, where my wife, she's on the board, director. And the other one is going to be going to the library in my own town in Sicily. I was there this year actually, in June, and they gave me this incredible award at the City Hall. And the lady who ran the library said they have no money to buy books.
Oh my
so
gosh.
I promised that I will buy the books. You know, if we sell the book or not,
Yes.
they will have a book.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you know, speaking of the book, RJ, what do you hope that readers will take away from this book?
Well, it's the classic American story of someone coming to the United States, not really knowing a lot of people, relying on family and friends to build a business, which is not very easy. And in the restaurant and entertainment space, even more difficult because things change so quickly. And Nino's ability to stay on top, it's a story of perseverance, it's a story of success, and it's a story of family. I mean, imagine owning these 8 or 10 clubs over a 30-year period and raising a family, now 2 granddaughters, and keeping a level head through that whole experience when you could easily, you know, party and stay out late and, you know, all of those types of things. But Nino was very dedicated, and yeah, that's a great takeaway, I think, because we can get so lost in things, and it's easy to do in the United States. You know, we are the greatest country in the world, but, you know, through perseverance and working hard every day and not believe in your ego that, you know, oh, I've got this. Well, no, you got to get up the next day and make it all work again, and make sure people walk away with a great experience and build that buzz out there, and then get up and do it again. So.
Yeah. Do either of you have a favorite story from the book, or something that just really stands out for you?
I mean, there's so many different stories in the book. I mean, you can, you know, anybody whom I meet, you know, they have different experience. They're different people. They have a different personality. So you adapt to whoever you meet, you know, to whatever the personality is, you know. So somebody don't want to talk too much, so you just have a little more conversation. Other they want to talk to your ears out. So
yeah.
But you know, I'm so fortunate to, you know, be able to experience that. So.
And some of Detroit's favorites. I mean, you know, you've got Madonna on the cover, Aretha Franklin. Of course, when I saw it right away, I said, yes, this is a true Detroit.
When Madonna celebrated her birthday there at after the concert at Pontiac Silverdome, and actually I took a picture with her, and they put me on the front page, the top section, on a Sunday for the Detroit News. So that was a big accomplishment.
Was that the moment you knew you made it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, on the front page on a Sunday, Detroit News, yes.
Above the fold, as they say, that's a big deal.
And the other one is Aretha, obviously.
Yeah.
I used to be very good friend with the manager, who was the brother, you know, the Reverend Cecil. And she used to do everything at Taboo. I mean, one time Cinemax went to her and said, we want to do a show with you, James Brown, Wilson Pickett, Billy Ware, Joe Cocker, Robert Palmer.
Wow.
And they said, I want to do, and she said, I want to do a Taboo. So Cinemas came to me. They shut down the club for 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, because you have to prep it. I mean, you can you still on. You can see. You can Google.
Yeah.
It's still on the air. So
you can buy it.
Yeah, you can buy it.
Yeah.
So it was one of the greatest thing ever to see all this, James Brown reversing and singing with her, and Robert Palmer. Obviously, Joe Cocker was probably one of my favorites.
Fantastic. So, gosh, we're already in our last minute. What's next for the book? What will you be having signings, or what will you be doing with the book now?
The next signing will be in February at.
Yeah, February, and there's some other private signings that I'm doing. But we'll continue to do signings, and there's been interest to make this into a film.
Oh, how cool.
So we'll see where that goes, whether it's a film with a story to it or a documentary. Either way, I think it would work great, or maybe both.
Oh my gosh. Well, and where can people find the book if they want to support, if they just want to read it and they want to grade it, but they also want to support the charitable work you're doing?
You can go DetroitTaboo.com, Mare, my restaurant, Bella Piatti, and Papa Joe.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much to both of you for being here today. It's been such a pleasure learning about the book and hearing your stories. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
And thank you again for joining us and celebrating all the wonderful things that are happening here in the Mitten State. We'll see you next time.